Brought to you by Vegas Fuel. Just tastes better.
There is no fence straddling here. You have to pick one or the other. That's the only rule. Other than that, you can do whatever the hell you want. All right?
Okay.
So question number one. Now, I know you're happily married and you're, a great guy. Would you rather date someone who is incredibly cocky, or would you rather date someone who is incredibly insecure?
Incredible cocky, because we'd get along just fine. Because
that means
it would be a challenge for them to try to be more cockier than I am.
Question number two.
Thank you.
Would you rather have unlimited money and be just an average Joe, or have unlimited fame and a mediocre salary?
Oh, that's what I got now. I got the mediocre salary. I have that, so I'd have to do. I'd rather have a bunch of money and not be famous. I mean, I say famous, but I don't think of myself as famous. I just think of myself as a very lucky person that got to do a job that I love to do. Most people go, God, you're so famous, and I can't ever grasp that. I can't ever To me, Johnny Depp is famous because I would die if I got to meet him. So I don't consider myself famous. I would rather be a regular guy that just had a bunch of money and I could do whatever I wanted.
How do you book John Cena moving forward?
Whether you like him or you don't like him, he's the guy. So whenever you're trying to make other guys that they want to make but don't know, they don't have the know-how or the knowledge to make their own selves, other than a Rock and of course Brock Lesnar, for God's sakes, but those guys are established. But how do we use John? He's our company. So if we want to make somebody, who do we put him with to make? John Cena. Hello. But John Cena's the man. So you book John Cena around trying to make other guys.
Did you ever get a chance to meet him personally and see what he's all about?
I worked him a bunch of times. But he's very business orientated. He's very WWE now, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong, but he's very company like. I've seen him the last couple of times I've been up there to visit or whatever, to say hello to guys. Me and John are we're not best friends by no means, but I mean, we're friends. So, I talk to him, give him the old bro hug, the old shoulder bro hug.
People ask me all the time, what does Billy Gunn do in the gym? How does he, he still looks great. I mean, how many days a week are you hitting the weights? What are you doing for cardio? And, what are you doing for dieting?
A lot of my working out is all ego, because as long as I can, I don't want to look like a fat, out of shape wrestling slob. I think a lot of people ask me, how do you stay like that? I think a lot of it's genetics. I mean, I really do. I don't do anything different than anybody else does. It's just my body makeup is a lot different than most people, just like everybody's body is different. But I mean, I train when I'm home during the week, because I'm usually gone from Friday to Sunday or Saturday to Monday. So those are my rest days when I'm on the road, because I really don't like to train on the road, because one, I don't get enough sleep, two, I don't eat right. So it's kind of like going through the motions, and I don't like going to the gym and just being in there because I'm in the gym. But when I'm home, I do back bicep, shoulder tricep. I do legs by themselves. And then I come back and do chest, and I'll do like bicep, tricep, but only one exercise each, just to kind of keep that pump through the week. So there's nothing spectacular I do.
Of course, let's not forget our Vegas Fuel that we have just downed. Right down the sugar-free, because it's just the way it goes.
And here comes a cliche question as we get ready to close it out here with Billy Gunn on Vegas Fuel TV for the Gunn Show exclusive. When you look back at your brilliant career, if you could change anything, would you want to change anything? And if so, what would you change?
I mean, there's a long list of things I'd want to change. I struggle with things. I've struggled with things, but now I'm on a path. The last 16 months of my life have been absolutely tremendous. I was, and I almost was, I still am an addict, but, I got it under control. I do what I'm supposed to do to make sure that I stay clean, and with you know, God's help and the people that I have around me, the people that I surround myself with now help me to stay that way. You know, I wish I just would have learned that a long time ago and not let, you know, I almost lost everything in my life for something that's so ridiculous and something that I thought, oh, everybody has to do and be cool to do it, which it wasn't at all. You know, it's just you know, killing me slowly. I just was too stupid to realize that.
I've watched so many interviews with you where you say, you know, you stopped making excuses for yourself and just were accountable. How good does it feel to be where you are now that those interviews that I watched are 6-7 years ago?
When you look back on it and kind of get your head clear and realize it was me, you know, just not wanting to take responsibility for them firing me, you know, because how could they fire me? I'm really good. You know, in my mind, you know, there's no way you can fire me because I'm really good. Good things keep happening just like they promised me. If I stay clean and work my program and do what I'm supposed to do, people will look, somebody that is not me, that is higher than all of us, will look out for me and make good things come in my life. I thought, you know, wrestling and the fame and the glory and not being able to go out your house was really cool, but you know, really I was just scared to go face life. I didn't want to face life. I didn't want people to see me, you know, because they hold the guy that they see on TV so high that I don't want them to know me. You know, and I take the good and the bad because this is the life I chose. So, you know, could I have changed something? Yeah, I could have not have done what I did. But, you know, luckily I'm on a good path now. I'm straight. I'm good. My life is good. Everybody around me is good. And as long as I keep it like that, I'm safe. The Gunn Show's been up probably a month or so now.
Something to help you out. Try this. Vegas Fuel.
You know, and it's gotten great responses. We're having a lot of fun with it. Just giving another side to, if you drink that Vegas Fuel one more time while I'm talking, I'm going to come through this screen and fight you. No, it's just a lot of fun. I mean, yeah, we need to do some wrestling stuff, which will be today, but I've kind of been on the more out having fun, what I do other than wrestling, because a lot of people think that's all I do 24/7 is wrestle. But the Gunn Show's a big hit and I love it, and thanks to you and some other people, we're good. We're having some fun anyway.
There are a few other people involved. I mean, there's Jimmy, of course, and but it is mostly me. Yeah, there's no one else to give credit to. Although, I don't know if you keep up with Vegas JMC on Twitter, but I was asking Jimmy how his ape tit feels after the chop heard around the world.
He periodically still sends me texts of, "Hey, it still hasn't healed," or Twitter saying it still hasn't healed.
Hey, remember Vegas Fuel, and it tastes great.